Hi, it's Ellie. You found the Hidden Grove, and today I am comparing Londa Tarot and Omni Tarot. Little preface, I am sick right now, so my voice sounds a little harsh. I also just had the hiccups. I don't know if they're gonna come back or not, so I'm preparing you for that. And yeah, basically the reason I'm comparing these two decks is because they feel very similar to me. With the idea that they're kind of made up of blue alien people, alien-like figures that act out each card. And another thing that's similar about these two decks is I feel like they really only pare tarot down to the extreme basics of the card meaning. Like they don't have a lot of extraneous symbolism or a lot of things cluttering the card. It's just the figure and maybe one or two symbols that represents the card, and in those ways these decks feel very similar to me, so I wanted to compare them. I put them back in order. Something I really love. Okay, so first difference is that Londa Tarot comes in a top box. It's a US Games deck. I'm pretty sure it's out of print. I think I got my copy secondhand, so I'm not 100% sure, but and then the Omni Tarot comes in a two-part box. The Omni Tarot does not come with a guidebook that I know of. I also got this secondhand, so maybe it did and I just didn't get it with the guidebook. The Londa Tarot has a little white book that comes with it in the box. Something I love about the Omni Tarot box is that the back is landscape. I don't know why this satisfies me so much. I really love it. I have no idea why. It's good. So let's take out the cards. Omni Tarot, here are the backs. It has blue gilding. And then here is the Londa Tarot. Like I said, it has that little white book in there. Here are the backs. And okay, let's start. I don't think I'm gonna have much to say. I'm just gonna kind of flip through, maybe make a couple comments, but right off the bat we see like the alien figure people. I guess the Londa Tarot looks a little less alienish. Well, no, that's not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, with the Fool. Magician. Like I said, it's just figure and then maybe one or two symbols that show that this is the Magician card. In the Omni Tarot, we have the hand pointing up and one of them with a rod pointing down. So we have that as above, so below. And then we have the infinity symbol over the head. Here we also, in Londa, we have the infinity symbol. And then we have the 4 elements. So swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. High Priestess. Empress. I love this. Her outfit's very like Kill Bill. Emperor. The art styles of these decks are very different. It's just, I think the overall concept of them, or the overall like makeup of the deck, that makes them feel similar to me. Here you really get that like alien-esque feeling. It's like the very like severe facial features. Hierophant. The Lovers. I really love the font on the Londa Tarot. Chariot. Okay, so here in the Londa Tarot, 8 is Justice. And strength, the Omni Tarot, they're not numbered. So when I put this back in order, I just put strength as 8. But if you want to compare strength cards, there they are. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. I mean, these figures have that same kind of the classic justice stance going on, but they're really pared down to the basics. This is kind of scary image. Death. In the world. I'm noticing right now the Londa Tarot. I noticed this in the Wheel of Fortune card too. The Londa Tarot doesn't have any astrological imagery, but then throughout the Omni Tarot, actually throughout the majors, sometimes you'll see these astrological symbols. This is classically represented using like figures in the like classic RWS to represent this oh my god, my sick brain, these zodiac signs, but yeah, they're just symbols here. Like I said, they're really like pared back versions of tarot. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. Yeah, when we get to the minors, we really just start to get to the territory of like a figure and then 3 wands, or a figure and this many pentacles, this many cups. Like really just figure plus wands. It's interesting the way that the wand is being held by this figure here. It's almost a defensive position, which I wouldn't usually associate with the Four of Wands, but it's interesting because, you know, you've reached this home, stability, place. Yes, that home, accomplishment, stability, but also we're defensive of it, and we're almost halfway through our journey and we're already kind of in that defensive place. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. See, this one, it almost feels so similar to Four of Wands, because he's not riding a horse, or it doesn't look like he's in a place where he's being honored or he's feeling the accomplishments and like letting himself experience those. it's almost this similar like defensiveness. Like you've established 4 wands in the background here, you've established your wands in the background here, and you're defending them. Interesting. Like here we have, you're on the horse and you're holding this wand almost as like a victory wand, not as a defense. And then there's this 7, which is traditionally the defensive card, but still it like looks so similar to the 6 of Wands. Defensive positions. 8 of Wands. Usually the 8 of Wands don't have a figure in them, but both of these decks do. Interesting. 9 of Wands. Another defensive position. And 10 of Wands. So here we have the carrying of the 10 of Wands, and here this figure has already dropped their wands. They are exhausted and they kind of have taken a rest from this journey. So we see even more of that exhaustion. It's not here, we're in the middle of the burden. Page of Wands. My least favorite part of each of these decks is the court cards, because I already do have my own struggles with court cards, but these ones, they're just, because there's such a lack of symbolism, it's hard for me to differentiate based on imagery what the court cards are representing. Also, I'm upset that the Queen of Wands, neither of them have their animal friend with them. Usually there's a black cat. But like, these are all so similar. Like, I don't really see anything. Just if you ignore the titles and if you're just looking in the images, the Queen and the King are sitting. They're seated, right? The Page and the Knight are more active. I guess there's that. But other than that, like, it's all just so similar. Am I being a stickler? I don't know. Is that similar here? Even the Knight doesn't even look stagnant. The Knight of Wands usually is extremely active and moving, and this one isn't. Yeah, I think this gives me difficulty with these decks, and now that I'm comparing them, I'm finally being able to put words to and identify why the courts were hard for me. It is just that lack of differentiation, I think. All right, Ace of Cups. I really love this Ace of Cups. I don't know why. I think it's the colors. 2 of Cups. This is one of the busier cards we've seen in this deck so far. Even though it is pretty, still empty. 3 of Cups. 4. We have the self-isolation versus meditation. I think these are both great and very different, but like messages I have gotten from 4 of Cups in various readings. So you see that contrast. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Oop. There's like cobwebs on this trunk here in the back. There's cobwebs on everything. Interesting. Maybe we're thinking about like old items, things that have been sitting in your past for a while that you go back to revisit, that nostalgia, looking back and reminiscing, and they've all gathered cobwebs. And then here you have the image with the cut flowers. I think the Six of Cups is one of the only, at least in RWS, it's one of the only cards where you see cut flowers instead of like flowers that are growing or flowers in like wreaths. These are, yeah. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Rainbow in both. Okay. Page. Knight. See here, I feel like there is differentiation here. Here we have the Knight, we have a rose, like our knight is about to present the rose to somebody. We get that kind of like romantic element to him, so there is more of a differentiation. The page has a bird. And we have this seated king and queen here. Okay, let me go back to my comparison. We have the knights, the queens, and the kings. Kings and cups. Ace of Swords. I like the aces in the Londa Tarot a lot. It's interesting, all the cards that you usually would expect eyes to be closed for, they're all open in the Londa Tarot. 2 of Swords, open eyes. 4 of Swords, open eyes. You do get the closed eyes in the Omni. Yachting. I mean, these decks are so similar. It's interesting because the art styles are so different, but there's so many similarities. But I guess what you get with most RWS based decks, they follow a pattern. Oh, here we finally have a knight that's mounted. Here we have a zebra. I actually really love this. I forgot about this card. But it makes sense that the Knight of Swords is riding a horse of sorts. Is a zebra considered to be a horse, similar to a horse? I don't know. Love this guy. He looks like a zebra a little bit. Swords. We both have like bloody knives going on here. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. He looks like he's just finished a battle. He has a wound on his arm. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, these aces are so good. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, who is that little gremlin sneaking up on us? Six of Pentacles. Ooh, here's a busy card. Nice. We have a Ouija board under the desk. We have tarot cards up in the back. Is this supposed to be Londa Marks creating the deck, maybe? We have like tarot books. Because these are cards from the deck. It's cool. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yay! Knight on a horse. But the horse is sculpted and not moving. Very classic Knight of Pentacles. Slow dude. Queen of Pentacles. And King. All right. That is my comparison. I thought that this would make me feel a certain way about one over the other. I don't know if I was really like comparing them to choose between them. Just I felt like they were a similar vibe. And I think also my sick brain is not interpreting information well right now, so I don't have a lot of thoughts. But I hope you enjoyed this comparison, and yeah, bye-bye.